Good morning. So today we're going to be finding estimates and evaluating answers. A housefly beats its wings about 190 times per day. A wasp can beat its wings about 400 times per second. About how many more times does a wasp beat its wings in 1 minute? So we're going to be estimating. So I'm going to round 190 to 200 because that's an easy number for me to multiply by. And I know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So we're going to multiply it times that. And we're going to get about 12,000. Okay, a wasp can beat its wings about 400 times per second. So I'm going to leave 400 the way it is because that's going to be a number that's easy for me to multiply. And I'm going to get about 24,000. Alright, so now I need to subtract these. 24,000 minus 12,000, and that equals about 12,000. Now let's go ahead and figure out what the actual answer would be. So I'm going to use my toolkit, and I'm going to get out my calculator. So I'm going to take 190 times 60, and I get 11,400, and I'm going to leave other number, the 24,000, the way it was because we didn't change anything with it. So the real answer is 12,600. So we want to know how that answer is reasonable. We know that it is reasonable because our estimate was only 600 off from the real. Alright, we're going to try another example. The best cows give about 400 cups of milk every day. The best goats give about 8 cups of milk every day. About how many more cups of milk will a cow give in 1 year than a goat? Alright, so 400 cups every day, and the goat gives about 8 cups every day. We want to know in 1 year how many more cups of milk. So, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make an equation to figure this out. So, I'm going to put these in parentheses, and we know they're asking how many more, so we know that's going to mean it's a subtraction problem. Alright, so 1 year is 365 days. What's a good number we could round that to? Good, I was thinking 400. So we know that we're going to be multiplying each number by 400. Now, the cow gives 400, so we're just going to multiply that times 400, and the goat gives 8, so we're just going to leave it like that. Alright, so let's use our calculator to figure this out. 400 times 400, oops, messed that up. 400 times 400 equals 160,000, and then we're going to subtract that from 400 times 8. Let's try that again. 400 times 400 equals 160,000. And then we're going to take 400 times 8 equals 3,200. So then we're going to take 160,000 minus 3,200, and we get 156,800. Now let's figure out what the real answer is. So we're going to take 400 times 365. That equals 146,000. Subtract the 365 times 8. Now we'll subtract those. 146 equals about 143,080. So how do we know our answer is reasonable? Well, our answer is very close to this one, so that's how we know that it makes sense. The giant ant-eater eats about 30,000 insects every day. An aardvark eats about 50,000 insects per day. About how many insects do one giant anteater and one aardvark eat in 1 year? So once again, we're going to round 365 to 400. We're going to multiply that times 30,000. And that equals about 12 million. We're going to use 400 again for the aardvark times 50,000. And we're going to get 20 million. And so that equals about, if we add these two together, about 32 million. Alright, so now let's find out what the actual numbers would be. Scroll this down. Pull up our calculator. Yeah, so let's do 365 times 30,000 equals about 10 million something. And let's do 50,000 times 365. Now let's add those up. And we get 29,200,000. So if we look up here, Is our answer reasonable? Yeah. 29 million is close to 29 million is close to 32 million. So yes, because our answer was close. Thank you so much today for learning about finding estimates and evaluating